Gentlemen, what do you think is the most important skill of being a good sheriff?
I believe that the biggest asset to being a sheriff, or the biggest responsibility, is leadership. I believe that you earn the respect of your men by, working with men. And I'm proud of it. I've worked the streets for 30-some years. And I believe, I've always been told, in order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower. Well, I've been a good follower for 30 years, and it's time for me to step up in a leadership role and bring that leadership to other men on the road.
Display integrity, ethics, instill it throughout my supervision so it goes into the manpower to the workforce to instill that the service that this county deserves and needs will be delivered. Because you can't take that out of anything and things result in what they should. And that's what that leader is supposed to ensure.
Certainly, each skill that Mr. Brewer and Mr. Reynolds mentioned is certainly a very good quality that you need to have as sheriff. Me, myself personally, you have to have all of those, but you also have to be a relator. You have to know what your people want. When I say people, I'm talking about your officers, your detention staff, your civilian staff, as well as what the public wants. You've got to look at things in a broader spectrum than just one thing. As a sheriff, you're a law enforcement officer, you're an elected official, you answer to the people, and you've got to take all these needs. There's a lot of needs out here in this county that may lead to criminal activity, but we have to look at those and see what that is and deal with that and try to curb crime. You can't just put a Band-Aid on. Law enforcement can't be just reactive. You've got to be proactive. You've got to go out in the community, see what your men and women, see what your constituents want and need, and try your best to help them, because the community overall, a good community, a healthy community, is going to be a better community that reduces crime and all kinds of other aspects. So knowing what's going on, relating to people, being able to sympathize or empathize with someone who's lost a loved one, who's been a victim of crime, that's very important for what I consider to be, the role of a sheriff as well.